take advantage of that way.
You want the players to grow each week, and how are you growing as a coach and dealing with them?
You know, I don't know if I'm necessarily. I'm not any more comfortable by no means on game day. I mean, I'll just, you know, you go from offense, you know, talking football there, to special teams, to defense. Whereas in the past, you know, I've been able just to remain on the offensive side of the ball and talk about we need to run these different plays here and this and that and do this. If they're doing this, we need to do that. And, you know, kind of, you know, yell and scream a little bit, and then go grab a cup of water and watch the game for a little bit, and then go play. Well, now I go from one to the other, and that's a little bit different for me. I've enjoyed it though. It's fun. I don't know if I ever felt comfortable. I asked Coach Lennon before the game, and he says, "Nah," he says, "it'll be that way the rest of the way." You know, it's not a lot of fun on game day necessarily, because you're always stressed, I guess.
As you look at this conference, is it just anybody can win it? I mean, it's not the big two and the little seven or anything like that.
Well, I don't know. You know, I mean, from a talent perspective, I think there's still some teams that have a significant advantage over others. So I think there's still a lot of separation there, talent-wise. When you look at it across the board, I still see some teams that are at the top, and then there's a bunch of us that are just kind of around the middle of the pack, right there, a little, you know, the next tier. But you know, that Southern Illinois football team, they had some good-looking guys out there. I don't know if you were checking them out or not. But, they were pretty big and pretty fast, and they looked pretty good in the jersey. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm sure there's a few more coming down the road.
Eric, can you, off the subject with Urban stepping aside for a week, and then what happened with Coach D'Antonio, how much stress is put on coaches, and does there have to be some requirements maybe to cut, if possible, the number of hours that you guys work?
Well, I think the number of hours that each coach decides to put in, you know, he's got to manage his own organization, and I've had a lot of experiences from being one of those guys that's there till 1 o'clock in the morning every night, and you know, I've done that route, and then I've done other routes where you get your work done and then you go home, try to get a decent night's sleep so you can think. And I believe in working out every day at lunch, just kind of a stress reliever. It kind of breaks the day up. You know, once you've been in there for 6 hours already, you need a little relief. I've found that trying to work out is kind of like the only time of the day that I don't have somebody calling me or asking me a question or bothering me. So it's more of a mental relief as anything. Some guys just work all the way through lunch and have it brought in, and I almost need a little bit of a breather because it's so intense. But you know, the stress, it's definitely different. I think there's a lot more. You know, our society today wants everything now. You know, you want to know what area code Columbus, Ohio is, you Google it, and there it is. You know, everything's now. Well, the fans are the same way. They want to win now. And, you know, I think Coach Kelly at Notre Dame talked about it is you know, the days of having a 5-year plan and really laying a foundation, those kind of things are more difficult to do because of the media and the fans wanting to win so fast. And you know, there's a lot of pressure from that standpoint. The alumni, the boosters, you know, a lot of those boosters financially back the programs, and in some programs they're calling the shots, you know, behind the scenes. And I mean, I have a lot of friends in this business that have lost their job because that's what one booster wanted, and that's just, you know, the demands that they put on you. And if they don't listen to them, then they're going to take their money out of the program, and then what are they going to do then? I mean, they have that much power.
You got to pace yourself then? Is that what you try to do, or is that what coaches try to do? Or
I think everybody has their own way. I just really try to get that workout in at lunch, get a little bit of a breather there, gather myself, and and then come back and regroup for the second part of the day. It's really 2 days, you know, in one. You got the morning, you got all your preparation, you got your film study, third down, red zone, 1st and 10s, you know, all those kind of things. And then you got your workout there to gather yourself, and then you come back, and then you kind of put yourself in gear for practice and meetings. That's a completely different setting because now you're with the players. And then you got after practice where you're trying to evaluate what you've done during the day and reflect on what you saw earlier in the morning and really evaluate, is this going to be a play that we can put 7 on the board? I mean, is this are we getting what we want here, or is this a little bit risky? And those are the decisions you got to make during, you know, 12, 14, 16-hour day, you know, whatever it is. And I just have found when I was working till 1 at night, I couldn't make good decisions late at night, and I think that may even can affect you on game day because of fatigue. You know, just not mentally sharp.
There's a few coaches that slept in their office every night all week long. You
Yep.
got that for?
No, I don't do that. I'm not into that. You know, pretending to be up here with midnight oil on and all those kind of things. I have a lot of confidence in our staff. I have a confidence in what we're trying to do schematically. Sometimes, you know, you can you can have too many ideas and want to do too many things that you can't do any of them good. You know, Bill Parcells, when he was at the Cowboys, he had a rule that you were only allowed to have 62 plays on your call sheet. And if he was really feeling good about it, he'd maybe let you have 64. Well, the reason is you can't master them. It's really hard to master them at all. You know, I've always been amazed at how Coach Meyer at Florida, when he was on those runs there, when you really watched his offense, is that how many plays he was able to run and be efficient, you know, and get them coached up. Now, obviously, he had the best players. I mean, we all know that. But to be able to effectively line up and run those on a consistent basis of such a wide spectrum, that was impressive. You know, Coach Osborne at Nebraska, when I played at Kansas State, those guys, I mean, just had so many plays that it was almost impossible to practice them all. But they were so efficient at running them and all. As I've always admired those type of guys that can run all those plays and be efficient.
Tuesdays at 1:40 is stress reliever.
What's that?
Tuesdays at 1:40 is
I
stress reliever.
actually enjoy this time with you guys. You guys all look sharp, look good. Dana didn't jinx me today. Coach Joe's got his new hairdo there. Went out and got that done for you boys. Dana tried to get that done. He didn't have enough to poke up there.
I cut my own hair.
I think it looks outstanding. So, and you could have Parks. He just goes like this with it.
Right down.
He just goes down.
That's the way to do it.
You know what I mean?
Cover up the 5 head.
You guys.